Hello, welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd, and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got some breaking news coming out from Russia to share with you. We've got reports of yet again another oil depot that has been struck by Ukrainian drones. This happened just early this morning on Saturday, and it happened around 4 a.m. We have an oil depot in the Tsimlyansky district. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but it's on the screen there for you. This is in the Rostov region in southern Russia, close to the Ukrainian border. Okay, so a petrol refinery that operates in that region was hit. There was a fire that was broken out, and I believe it was struck by multiple drones. We've got video footage to show you guys here in just a little bit as well. We're also going to be talking about in today's video regarding Russia's economy as well, okay, and how this is potentially going to be affecting them at some point. We already know that it's affecting their oil output and their oil capacity that they're able to produce to sell oil around the world, and we'll talk a little bit about that as well. But first, I want to show you guys exactly where this happened at. So I have a map pulled up here for you that we're going to take a look at. So it's going to be down here in the southern portion of Russia. Okay, so here's Ukraine right here. Here's eastern Ukraine, and they fired these drones from eastern Ukraine over here to the Rostov region, okay, and here's the Tsimlyansky district right here, okay, so close to the Don River, which is right here, and this is where it got targeted, okay, somewhere in this area here is where this oil depot was hit at, and Ukraine typically targets these southern regions here quite a bit, like the Krasnodar region gets hit a lot, Rostov, and then also the Voronezh and Kursk usually up here too. Right here, Kursk getting targeted as well. Okay, this entire southern portion of Russia has a lot of oil refineries and oil depots that Ukraine is trying to target all the time to put a stop to Russia's economy so they can prevent them from fighting this war. So this is exactly where this got hit at, was in this area. So I'm going to be going over an article here as well to give you some information. Some good news is that there is no casualties that have been reported according to the governor of this region. So that's some good news. But let me show you this here on the Moscow Times. Russian oil depot on fire after Ukrainian drone attack, says governor. And it says here, oil depot caught fire Saturday in Russia's Rostov region after Ukrainian drone attack, its governor Vasily Golubev said on Telegram. Both Moscow and Kiev have used drones, including larger self-detonating craft with ranges stretching hundreds of kilometers extensively throughout the conflict, which began in February 2022. After a drone attack, a fire broke out in a petrol refinery in the Tsimlyansky district, Golubev wrote, adding that there were no casualties. So again, that's very good. That thankfully nobody was hurt here in these attacks, but we have an oil depot that went up in flames and was destroyed. He later said the fire, which was hundreds of kilometers from the front line, had been extinguished. So as far as we know, the fire was put out. But again, this happened somewhere around 4 o'clock in the morning. So I did see some video footage of this thing burning until the early morning, at least till like 6 or 7. So for several hours, it was definitely burning. Russia's defense ministry, meanwhile, announced that its forces had downed 4 Ukrainian drones. So 2 were downed in Rostov, 1 in the Belgorod region adjoining Ukraine, and another in Kursk. Okay, so we had the Kursk region, which was attacked, Belgorod, and also Rostov. And typically, whenever Ukraine does this, whenever they start striking oil depots, they usually launch multiple drones at once. And typically, they do target multiple regions at a time. And these same regions continue coming under attack. Frequently, the Kursk region, Belgorod, Rostov. I mean, I report these almost every single week, coming under some sort of drone attack. We just had a massive drone attack last week. There was like maybe 2 or 3 oil depots that were hit. There was an electrical substation that was hit. And many of these same regions were the ones that were under attack last week as well. So on the picture there, this is actual photo that came from Telegram, actually, but it was released on X or on Twitter. And this was a picture that somebody caught of that oil depot on fire. Okay, so clearly it was hit there. So I want to talk about this. We're going to switch gears just for a moment. And I've got this report here as well on Yahoo News, originally from the Kyiv Independent. It says Ukrainian strikes reduced Russian oil refining by 17%. NATO officials tells media. So 17% Russia's oil refining capacity has been reduced. Okay, so think about this in terms of like dollars. Okay, if we're talking billions of dollars that Russia's economy is producing, then 17% is a large percentage of money if you really think about it. 17% may not sound like a lot in numerical form when you're just talking in percentage, but if you're talking in rubles in or dollars or whatever, this is a lot of money, okay? It's going to be a massive hit to their economy. And then think about this as well. Their defense spending is extremely high. I think there are somewhere at least like 7%, if not higher, in defense spending. So they are spending a lot of money on this war, okay? And then if the rest of their economy has to be maintained, and then they've got 17% hit in Russian oil refining, that's absolutely massive. This is how much effect Ukrainian drones are doing on the Russian oil energy sector, okay? Their oil depots have been hit so many times, and as I've said, I've probably reported at least 25 of these direct hits on oil depots, and there's probably been well over 50, maybe even upwards of 100 attacks by now, as these have been going on for at least 4 or 5 months now. I've been reporting on these since almost the beginning of the year when Ukraine first started doing this. So lots and lots of attacks on oil depots, and again, it's got to be doing something. So I've got something else here pulled up for you guys that we're going to be taking a look at. We're going to switch gears as well and go back to this oil depot and show you some of the footage here, okay? So I've got this pulled up here for you on X. We've got 2 videos. We've got this first video here from Igor Sushko. It says, Russia, moment of impact on the oil depot in Rostov by Ukrainian drone as the fascists fail to immobilize it with handheld anti-drone EW guns, which I believe is electronic warfare guns. So we can see here in the video, this guy's holding one. So let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick. I don't think there's any sound because it's like security camera footage, but we've got one of the workers here walking. He's carrying one of these electronic warfare weapons, and he's getting ready to try to take down one of these drones that are coming in. He's trying to, yep, he's got it in his hands now. He's aiming it at the drone, trying to disable it. Doesn't look like it worked. Drone ended up striking, so he ran away. So isn't that crazy that the workers here are even trying to take these things down because they know they're going to be coming under attack so frequently. Here's another gentleman here with a electronic warfare weapon as well. And he's probably on the phone right now, maybe getting reports that one's coming in. And before he even knew it, here it is. It's already flying in. So he's going to attempt to try to shoot it down as well. Here it is. You can see the drone right there. That's a massive drone. Look at that thing. It's huge. Bam. It hits one of the storage containers over here or some part of their oil facility and blew something up. So isn't that crazy that the workers they're trying their best to shoot him down as well. And that just goes to show that Russia just does not have enough air defense to even protect these oil facilities. You would think that considering that this is a large portion of their economy, that they would do the best they could to protect these. And clearly they either don't have enough air defense missiles, or air defense units, or whatever it is. They don't have the ability to shoot all these down, okay? They end up striking these oil facilities at some point. So I've got one more video here for you as well from Igor Sushko. Russia oil depot in Tsimlyansky blown up by Ukrainian drones around 4 a.m. and the fire rages on hours later in the Rostov region. So let's take a look at this video as well, and then we'll talk about it after.
Осколки полетели вдоль.
All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies if it got extremely loud there all of a sudden. There's actually 2 videos that were compiled into one. So the first one was very quiet, obviously, and the second one was extremely loud. So as we can see, another major strike here to Russia's oil sector, and a successful hit from the Ukrainians once again. And like I've said so many times before, this has got to do something at some point. Just Ukraine has done this way too many times. I mean, how is Russia even producing what is it? What would it be? 80% or more, considering that so many of their oil facilities are being hit. Okay. This has got to take them offline for at least, days, weeks at a time, where, that's during a time where they're not producing any oil from these facilities. So it's got to be doing something at some point. But again, major attack from the Ukrainians and successful strike on an oil depot in the Tsimlyansky district in the Rostov region. So I just wanted to share this with you and get this information out there. I hope you got something out of this. I'll go ahead and let you guys go and get out of here. I hope you all have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And thanks again so much for tuning in. If you got something out of this update, please smash that like button. Also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, I hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless. And we'll see you in the next one.